So how is feeding going with a baby goat who faints? It's going. She's starting to not faint quite as hard every feeding session. As you can see, she still slings milk everywhere. And she still drinks it like it's going out of style. So, ta-da, it's done. Nothing left, baby. You're sucking air. She will get every last drop out of that bottle. Nothing but bubbles. Do you want the bubbles? Okay, so how is weaning going? Her weaning is going really well. It certainly was helped along by reducing the numbers that were in this grouping of kids and moms, right? So we're down to 3, 4, 5. She's kid number 6 in this stall now, along with just 3 mamas. So I've seen her now head down in the grain. She's got the grain figured out. She is no slouch when it comes to pushing people out of the way and getting her head in there. And she's also now pretty active at the hay feeder, right? So we haven't cut her back tremendously. When she joined our herd, she was taking 3 bottles, 8 ounces each time, right? So 24 ounces a day. Where are we at today? She's 5 ounces in the morning, 6 ounces in the afternoon, and 8 ounces in the evening. So we've really only cut her back 4 ounces. So she's down to like 20 ounces, right? Which is a significant cutback in percentage, but like spread over the course of a day, it's not much. And we've already seen her food, her solid food intake go up significantly. And that is what weaning moms do, right? They just sort of start restricting the access to milk a little bit more. They force the kids to go through, spend a little bit more time away from the teat as they get older. And then certainly, the older they get, the less and less option for nursing they get. So we're doing very similar by reducing it a small amount at a time, not consistently with every meal, meaning like I'm reducing the morning meal a little bit faster than the afternoon meal, and we're not reducing the evening meal at all right now. We'll get once the morning meal is gone, which will probably be another 2 weeks, just based on the rate that I'm reducing it, which is about an ounce every 3 or 4 days. That'll be gone in 2 weeks. And that's when I'll start pulling back a little bit on the evening meal. But we'll leave her evening meal intact for a couple of reasons. 1, so she has a nice full belly for sleep. And 2, because that's the longest period during the day that she goes from bottle to bottle, right? That's like a 12-hour swing from 8 p.m. to say 8 a.m. For her bottle, from evening to morning. And so keeping that one kind of the last, sorry about the finger. Way to go, Pam. Nothing like video skills on display. So anyway, that is how weaning is going. It's a slow process. We do it as close to the way nature would do it as possible. And it's strategic, right? The morning meal going away faster than the other 2 meals. She has breakfast. There's hay. There's hay in this stall. In fact, there's hay everywhere, but I know it's dark, sorry, but there's still plenty of hay in this stall for her to snack on and eat. And of course, we kind of free choice feed our babies at hay. So there's always hay in the stall. She had grain this morning, so cutting back the morning bottle isn't very dramatic. Cutting back the afternoon bottle will be a little bit more dramatic because she might not think to eat as much in the morning, right? So that's why we cut that one back much slower. And then cutting back the evening bottle, like I said, that's more a comfort bottle than anything. It makes a nice warm tummy, right? Full belly for sleeping. So I take that one down last. It's also the easiest for us to do from a timing basis, just selfishly. I'm not racing to get to a meeting or work or anything else. So it is kind of the easiest one to maintain for a longer period of time. So that is the update on Miss Ladybug, who is still still sort of standing there demanding more bottle. There isn't any more bottle to be had, but she's figured out that she's cute, and if she looks at you funny, maybe she'll get something. Meanwhile, in the rest of Babyland, our two little girls are getting ready to go home. I think mom's looking to maybe their new mom. Listen to me call them that. Is looking to pick them up, hopefully, sometime in the next few days. It's always hard on a holiday weekend coming up, so sometimes we have to wait until after the holiday weekend. I don't mind them being here a little bit longer. Then that leaves our little monkey man. Where is he? He must be eating. There you are. Oh, look, they're all in here having a snack. So that leaves JC's other twin. He's all recovered from his castration and his, microchipping. He had his no good, very bad day. Last week when we sent his twin home, we just did them both at the same time to keep my life easier. So he is all recovered and he's leaving this weekend. And I'm super excited for his new family. They can't wait. And then once the girls leave, that just leaves our little man here. That's Misty's little man, and he's got a date with his new family for the 31st, so the end of the month. And at that point, that is when we will execute on the move for Voodoo to go in with the Bucks. That'll be a little traumatic for him. He will survive, I promise, but we'll document it. He's a pretty tough little guy. He'll be all right. And then Ladybug will move to the big herd, and she will be the only baby in the big herd. And that will be a little bit, again, shocking to her system. Now, we soften the blow because she's lived with the mamas now, and they know her and she knows them. And of course, she can smell the other mamas the other does through the fence line. And, so she's lived with these guys. So when we move them kind of all as a group, right? So we'll move the mamas who, their babies will leave, and we move the mamas and Ladybug at the same time. The herd dynamic doesn't get necessarily as shaken up. And she will transition a little bit easier. She's not going to transition perfectly. She's the littlest in the group, right? So she's going to have to do some fighting for her food. We'll be watching that. And we may have to feed her, with a separate dish, or we may have to, make sure that she's able to push her way in. All of that will change quickly as she grows, but it's actually better for her to go through the motions of trying to be a part of the herd early like this than to try and do it when she's larger and has been, sort of living the spoiled life, right? Then they want to live the spoiled life their whole life. So that's the plan, which means pretty much by the end of May, we'll be officially out of baby season. We'll still be bottling Ladybug a little bit. And of course, Voodoo will have plenty of growing up to do. But we will be out of the baby stall, no more baby stall maintenance. Everybody will be back in the adult pastures where they really belong and where they have access to all this lovely, lush grass. And yeah, it's just going to be a good time to transition to summer. Baby birds are supposed to arrive this weekend based on the hatch schedule. Now, of course, I'm still a few days away, so, anything can happen between now and then, but got lots of eggs in the incubator and we're ready for baby birds. So it's a little chilly, a little rainy this morning, but overall everybody's pretty happy and content, and just thought I'd give you an update on where we are with weaning Ladybug. All right, guys, until next time, I got work to do. Bye for now.